bartender wiped a spot that hadn't been stained for some time. There are men who are legends. There are critters who are legendary. The easiest way to become a legend is to kill or capture either man or critter who's become one, thereby attaining their legendarity. The bartender never had gone in much for book learning. But there's got to be another way, ventured the gunslinger. There is, agreed the bartender. Sometimes the best is to drop, and he winked, and he'd slipped down behind the bar. Young man took the cue and did the same, 'cause he'd heard the click of a hammer. The scattergun blast went over both their heads, shattering half the bottles behind the bar. All that liquor washing down to the floor, now worthless. The bartender was ready, with a spike of glass. His aim had been true, but there wasn't a need. Before the bandit could fire the second barrel of the scattergun, the young man had pulled out a derringer and shot him between the eyes. The young gunslinger looked at the bartender. Another way to become a legend, he ventured, is by living long enough. And that concludes another chapter of The Sagebrush in the Stagecoach by Zane Grey. Perhaps we'll continue more of that riveting western next week. But for tonight, we'll just play a western video game. Western Outlaw, Wanted Dead or Alive. And periodically, I'll slip into a West Texas accent, seeing as I was born and raised in Texas, till I left and was raised in Virginia. Till I left there. Done a lot of leaving in my time. Welcome to another Purblind Gamer stream. I appreciate you folks coming in. I am, of course, Purblind Gamer. I stream all kinds of games, mostly old ones, mostly strange ones, and mostly horror ones. We'll be getting to plenty of that next month. And I appreciate everybody who hung out for my 7th guest stream on Sunday, and the rather long and meandering and utterly not progressing very far Haunted Cities stream on Saturday. Hope everybody's week is going well. Halfway through. I had work today and didn't get home until 8, so that's part of the reason we're streaming late. But I still hope that we can finish Western Outlaw, Wanted Dead or Alive, which we began and got about halfway through last Wednesday. And it's of the budget FPSs of the mid-2000s, it's one of the more interesting ones, since it is set in the Old West and makes some attempts at realism with the weapons. It does add a bit of challenge. And right, and the other thing is, I want to thank everybody who supported me and subscribed or gifted subs this September and helped me unlock a new emote slot. So if you're a subscriber, you now have a third emote, purbliOnward, which I imagine we'll have to use when we raid people. Seemed like there was something else I was supposed to say, but yeah. Hopefully the terrible follow-botting we experienced over the weekend is over, and hopefully Twitch has just about got a handle on that in general. We'll see. For now, I'll go ahead and start. Western Outlaw, Wanted Dead or Alive. Oh right, I should bring you guys up to speed on the game. We play a gunslinger who foiled a train robbery and saved the civilians, and when he arrived to town, he became friends with Miss Polly, who's was recently widowed. The rich tycoon had been pressuring folks to sell their land, and Miss Polly's husband hadn't agreed, so he died. And then Just as our hero is taking a bath, more outlaws arrive and kidnap Miss Polly. So we have to follow them through the wilderness and the town and try to save her. And we've just gotten to a farm and sniped a bunch of outlaws with our trusty Winchester so that she could escape on a horse, and then attempted to escape ourselves. And the tycoon, whose name I am completely drawing a blank on, has been outlining his plan to his right-hand man, Marshall. Basically, buy up all the land and be rich. And Marshall, having somewhat of a conscience for, being a higher-up bandit, said, "You can't force people to sell." And the tycoon said, "Of course I can. I've got money." Or something to that effect. Now, I believe we've just made good our escape. And let's see where we're headed now. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm playing this full screen, relying almost solely on text-to-speech, trying to get more practice with that. I believe it was hereabouts. Yes. Just gotten away and seemed to find ourselves in some kind of canyon. Got single pistol, dual pistol, rifle, and what's that? Alternate fire mode for the rifle? Oh no, shotgun and rifle. Silly me. Began to occur to me, as I streamed, probably shouldn't have worn that heavy shirt. It was hot in the house. We were trying to keep the air conditioning off, on account of the electricity bill. Never was much one for planning ahead. Not unless it mattered, of course. Yeah, this game is a little bit jumpy or jerky with the cursor. I'm not sure why. I think it's just, one of those old games in Windows 10 kind of things. E.g., the bushes being for flat plains. It reminds me of some community theater productions I've been in. I was damn sure I could make that jump. Weren't more knee-high. But the game said I couldn't, and frankly I usually defer to the game. I kind of didn't know how not to. There I go, but where are you?
It's over for you, stranger. You never should have.
Now we can open the door.
You can't hide forever. You should have left town. You never should have. You got me.
Didn't know I was in town. Yeah. It does take a bit more strategy having, you know, your primary weapon be a revolver. Fortunately, they do make it a little easier than they could. We're doing pretty well ammo-wise, and I think we can spare that health for a bit.
Over here. Where'd he go? You can't hide forever. Die, stranger.
It's not sporting to shoot a man in the back. But if the man's a criminal and is strategically retreating before he tries to kill you again, them could say it's justified, especially when not a soul around to see.
Come on out, stranger.
Could come on out, or you could come on in. It's not even my house. Don't know what's stopping you. I keep wanting to click the right button and look down the sights, but that'll just change the fire mode. Behind the house could be the guy taunting me was the one on the roof of the other building. Yes, we're gathered by the river. Can you put an amen to it? I love the searchers. I feel like they were out here somewhere. Where are they? Wait, is that? I'm not seeing them anywhere. Oh wait. You know, are there? I feel like I was not being as strategic as I might have been. shoot, there were two of them. I will tell you one thing I did wrong, was having my headphones on backwards. Fairly sure. Oh, there.
Where'd he go?
Exactly what alerts him to my presence.
You should have left. You're dead. You got me. You should never Come on out, stranger. You should have left town. Where'd he go? You should never have come here.
Oh. Headshot. Yeah, no reason to bother with him. I mean, the double rig really is better.
You can't live forever.
Just the only downside is taking longer to reload.
You got me.
Speaking of reloading, I think I said this last week. I never played the Outlaws, which is the classic Western FPS of the 90s. I want to say it used the Dark Forces engine. I played the demo and I did enjoy it. It seemed harder than a lot of FPSs at the time. Okay, there they are.
Where'd he go? You got me.
Oh. How many of y'all are there?
You got me.
Can't go up there. I get 48. But it's hard to tell exactly what my health and ammo are. 48 though. 48's about the time a man should head back inside and grab those bandages. Which I still say look like a tin of chewing tobacco, but they couldn't put that in a game like this. Children might get the wrong idea. And if there's one time when you can show a bunch of men getting gunned down and have it still be fine for the children, it's in a Western. It's an American pastime, kind of like baseball, or Coca-Cola, gunning men down in the West.
There he goes.
They made their presence known, only I don't see them.
Come on out, stranger. Forever.
Thank goodness they used wood-based windows in constructing this place. Oh. I think I see one. Hey, was that a rifle? It sounded close. Oh, there. Oops.
Come on out, stranger.
For not using a speed loader, I sure can load pretty quickly. Can I go in there and grab that gun before it fades? No. That's how I got gathered by the river stuck in my head.
Come on out, stranger. Here he goes.
So they also used a one-act play I was in back in undergrad. I just had like a walk-on role. I do miss theater. Where is he? That was 3 shots. Does that guy have a repeater rifle?
It's over, stranger.
Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah, it looks like it is a repeater rifle. I can dig it.
Come on out, stranger.
See? I paid attention in 6th grade history class enough to learn about the guns.
Come on out, stranger. That town. I think I hear him. That town.
Is he dead? No, he's not dead. He's, Wait, do I actually have an... Is he like a friendly NPC in this game? An ally? Nah. So I think that was all the ones here. I can hold off grabbing that health for a bit. How am I not remembering the tycoon's name? I should save. Apparently that is a thing one does. Oh, ladders and FPS games. Oh, the ground in FPS games. There. Oh. Walked right into that one. Really? Am I stuck crouching? Is it just me, or are my bullets, like, not hitting them or something? Could have been poor aim on my part. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab a spot of health.
Stranger!
One more. I think he had a rifle. Oh, yeah, he had a rifle, alright. No, seriously. Like, the double rig is not doing damage. Like, I think it may be a bug. Oh, there he is. So maybe this is a good time for fanning. No, the bottles do not break if you shoot them. Regrettably. They should. If I know anything about westerns, they should be made of sugar glass. Interesting place to construct a house. A building. Maybe there's a landslide. Or an earthquake. cutscene.
This here is the Army's latest bit of ingenuity. An 8-cylinder manually cranked self-loading machine. I'm gonna drill
A Gatling gun.
holes.
It'd be so fun to fire one of those things. Okay, I need to find cover. Don't Gatling guns jam occasionally? Where was he? Oh wait, is that him all the way to the other end? Shoot fire. I need that health. How was I supposed to know I wouldn't be able to go back through that door? Is that Dino? It is! Like Rio Bravo. Needs Rooster Cogburn. Oh shoot. I'm like, what's that lying there right after I threw the dynamite? Oh. Guess I always carry a trusty lighter, not unlike Caleb in Blood. He was a gunslinger too.
This here is the Army's latest bit of ingenuity. An 8-cylinder manually cranked self-loading machine. I'm gonna drill you full of holes.
I reckon as I wanted to feel like limestone today. Yeah. I'm always asking a man what he wants to feel like. Didn't realize how fast he was draining my health. I mean, heck, if I can't come back. Yeah. There's some problem with some of the cutscenes, the audio. Like one bit's starting to play before the last bit's through. Characters interrupt themselves and each other quite frequently. No manners in the Wild West. More hitching post than Emily post in these times. Hey, that's pretty good. Should start saying that more often. Whenever I'm in times that has a hitching post. Son of a bitch. Thought I had some autonomy here. Even in the West, there's a code. One with a few bugs. We'll play by your rules a little longer. That's until I find myself a hacker. Or modder, as I believe they're called. Street bang bang on MS-DOS. Gorillas. Scorched earth. Anything that ain't direct. I don't know what this thing is doing. Oh, out of dynamite. Position to throw it? Maybe? I didn't get him? Yeah. There's nothing for it. I gotta get closer. Very short range sort of dynamite. Shoot. Oh well, did some damage. Bye-bye. Dynamite's a nice, clean way to kill a man. Body hardly looks touched, almost like he died in his sleep. From dynamite. I, however, am woefully low on health. Oh. Wish I'd brought some with me. See if the double rig's working again. Yep. Of course, double rig does work better when it's got bullets in it. It's a commonality I've noticed for many of the guns I've shot. Not all of them. Rocket launchers, for instance. Don't matter if they have bullets in them or not, they aren't going to shoot the bullets.
Where'd he go?
What's that? Where'd I go? Where'd they go?
You can't hide forever. You can't hide forever. I think I hit him. Never should come here. You're gonna die, stranger. I think I got him. You got me.
They're smart enough to try and run away and find cover when they need to reload. I am not always smart enough to do that under those circumstances.
You're gonna die, stranger.
Where is he?
I think I hear him.
Oh, wait, there he is.
You're gonna die, stranger.
Right between the rails of the fence.
You can't hide forever. Come on out, stranger. Where'd he go? Come on out, stranger. You can't hide forever.
I'm not the one hiding, gentlemen.
You should have left town. You should have left town.
I found the door.
It's over with you, stranger. You got me.
Nothing else out here to find. Not a whole lot of exploring to be done in this game. A lot of shooting, though. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do save, neither.
What did you say this guy looked like? Tall, slim, eyes like a hawk's. He's quick with a pistol, too. Took
Could
out
he
all
hood
the
his
balls
eyes
on
like a
the tree
hawk?
himself, not to mention the rest of the range. Why? Think you know him? Could be. I knew someone like him once. And if it's him, you can bet he'll find his way. How do you know this fella? What is it? I'd say he's here already. What? Do I pay you all to sit around? Now get outside and see what that was. You, come with me.
Yeah, no little backstory.
Where'd he go?
A bit late as these things go.
Forever.
Is the volume too quiet for you guys? It seemed a little quiet to me in the cutscenes.
You should have left.
synchronized. Hey, the bullets pass through them. Ooh, piano. Hey, I have an idea. Let me play a series of 17 notes, and if I miss one, I have to start over. Doesn't that sound like fun? Doesn't that sound like fun? We streamed the 7th guest last time. I guess I'm not over it. Anyway. Moving on. Save that health. Is it just me, or am I getting caught on the scenery a fair amount? Like the chairs and things. I don't know, maybe it's something similar to whatever's causing the slight jerkiness. Ooh, secret. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I ought to be able to lean there. Oh, bench. You know what? Just to be on the safe side, let me adjust the game audio just slightly. There. Now hopefully that'll make it easier to hear the cutscenes without drowning me out. If I drown myself out, I can always turn up the microphone. Wait, which way was I going? This was where I was before. Never mind. I swear I don't get lost that easily in real life. Or else I don't see quite as far in real life. Of course I don't see that far in this game. A very misty sort of Wild West. guess he's blocked from my view. Now him, he ain't blocked from my view at all. Appreciate you letting me know, stranger. If you hadn't told me, I might have thought you just sort of slipped and fell. It's easy on these floorboards. Look kind of rotten. Someone didn't take care of this cabin, so I took care of the owner. And we're swamp foxing it. Jeez, what does this guy have? A 3-shot pistol? They still make those? They ever made those? I know they had 5-shot revolvers at one point. There's a guy on the balcony far away. I think he's the one shooting at me. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh. Get on back here and you fight like a man. And you die like a man. Opposed to dying like a porcupine.
Where'd he go?
Now is a good time for bandages. These trees are thicker than they look.
You never should have come here.
That's part of a tree. Oh, that, however, is a man. Gotta stop standing out into the open, taking pot shots. That was 3, that was all I'd counted. Down to a quarter health though. I just realized those are log cabins. Train tracks. And a ladder. Let's save before we try climbing the ladder, shall we? No climbing back. I don't know how safe these tunnels look. Probably because they're full of men trying to kill me. Aside from that, though. Man could get lost in a mine like this. Wander for days. Never see anything but rock and lanterns. And gun-toting bandits. At least have the decency to tumble down and drop their ammunition. Oh. Sometimes go out of their way to tumble down, die a theatrical death. Don't think I don't notice it neither. Forget it.
Where'd he go?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't aim. Oh, wait. Am I slowing down? Oh. What is interactive?
There he goes.
I can't crouch. Simple, but pretty neat. Yep. At least it gives you a chance to reload. Oh. 3 of them now. I did get them all. I mean, I've got a fair amount of ammo, and they tend to see pretty bad shots when they're riding in mining carts at high speed. I suppose that's realistic. didn't. You didn't kill the outlaw? Oh, I gotta kill them all faster? Okay. Thanks for telling me. May I ask why? Need to know? Okay. Okay. Well, I need to know.
Over here! I found him!
Wonder. Yeah, maybe after the third one I should switch to the old repeater rifle. Shoot, I get him? Nope. Oh shoot. How long has it taken them to construct this?
There! I see him!
Okay, I guess it's fully loaded. Wish there were some bonuses to shoot. Gotta make the shots count. Go for headshots. Oh, excuse me.
Over here! I found him!
Was I still reloading when it showed me in third person? I think I was. Now that's a little bit much as these things go. Ain't too much but accept it. Well, kill him. Can kill him. How's that song go? Takes more'n guns to kill a man. Says Joe, I did not die. Says me, Guns can kill a man.
There he goes!
Really gotta know how to use them. Did y'all know rifle bullets won't pass through a man? I sure didn't. In fact, I don't even believe it. But y'all gotta assume this game did its due research in 19th century ballistics. Of course, if they're shooting rifles, it would be 19th century bulletistics. Ban purblind gamer. Minor detail, reloading. One fellows often overlook, to their detriment. Barely got him. Dual rig fanning, let's go. Wait. I feel I may be lacking certain prerequisites to pull that move off. Figured. There are more than 4 ambushes. I shout in rage. Wait, no. Should switch. Shouldn't have reloaded. I should just be ready to switch to the repeater. I figure I'll fair chance I'll have to empty both pistols in front of me. Alternatively, I could be a better aim, but I don't see that as being in the cards. Can figure out how to line it up so when the first one dies, I'm in position to shoot the next one. What? Is one of them actually hit me? second level. Nope. Had me going there. That was one of the shortest cutscenes I've ever seen. I think after making it through that mine, might celebrate with a bit of homemade rot gut. Here's grape juice in your eye. Cranberry mud, if you will. Hell, man could get drunk on this if he drank enough of it. Doc tells me not to drink rot gut, on account of it lives up to its name, but if I don't rot my guts while I'm living, they're gonna rot once I'm dead. So why put off the inevitable when you can have a good time? Hey, that's the sort of thing that Diane Ladd would say in Chesapeake Shores. Homespun wisdom. If y'all aren't watching Chesapeake Shores, then I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you're not middle-aged women. Probably should be though. Not a bad show, if I do say so myself. Oops. Oh. Oh. They came out behind me. Oh. Might have been a better strategy to reload before you charge towards me. But seeing as I'm at 8% health, I'm not in much of a position to critique another man's fighting style, even if he is a dead man. Don't nothing explode in this game. Well, the dynamite. What's that? Oh, just an oil lamp, I guess. I swear, these doors have a habit of closing on you in this game.
Here you go. It's over for you, stranger.
I think I heard two. Oh. You're right. I am dead. But maybe, give it a little time, you'll be dead too. Then we can be dead together. It'd almost be romantic if I didn't hate your guts so much. Gonna put burning lead in them. And walk through a door that a man has unlocked. That's the door's unlocked. I don't even know what I'm talking about. At least, that's what my high school physics teacher always said. She never was wrong on that count. You just gonna keep walking? Oh no, he's patrolling. They're really generous with ammo in this game. I'm just curious, will I die if I jump off there, or will it not let me? You have fallen to your doom. Fair. Could have waited a little longer to see the ground opening up before me, before you cut to black. I don't know, the way they die dramatically in this engine, like, it seems a little bit off, almost like they're falling through the floor. Yo, I really do need health. There's the stove. Ask and the game shall provide. Sometimes. Where to go? Here. No. Try back outside, I suppose. Oh. You weren't here the last time I was out. Wouldn't it be fun if you could shoot the lanterns down and they burn up the enemies like in Sunset Riders? Though, as we established in one of my previous streams, Sunset Riders is slightly problematic sometimes. Yeah. Oh, they're not chasing me? Smarter than I gave him credit for. Oh wow.
Where'd he go?
Huh. Yeah. Two rifles take different kinds of bullets. I wonder if that's historically accurate. Or, wait, is that? No, maybe this is a single barrel shotgun. Yeah, look at that cursor. I mean, I could find out easy enough. Is that a pump action shotgun? I don't know what I'm shooting, other than the pistols. ropes. If I can lure him out. I wasn't in this room before, was I? Huh. Oh, there they are. So they're wandering the house. Yes. Nothing here, right?
Come on out, stranger! You never should have come here.
Took away a good chunk of my health. But I want it. And then it ceased to be. Oh, wait. Who's shooting me? At point blank range. Oh. Kinda surprised that didn't do more.
Come on out, stranger! You should have left town.
I don't know if these are some of the same ones I tangle with outside. Tangle with them inside, though. It's 2 to a room. 3 on occasion.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? You're gonna die, stranger! You never should have come here.
Health. Wait, that's the other entrance. Is it just me, or does this house have like a weird layout? Yeah, totes for reals, yo. trails of blood.
Come on out, stranger.
Did I pick up the gun? I swear. Sounds of picking things up are so quiet. Where's the other one come from? Oh, he was there.
You never should have come here.
Fared a damn sight better.
Where'd he go? You got me.
Is wait, is there nothing else of import in the house? That's what I'm getting here.
Where'd he go? There he goes. You got me.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that you can look down the sights. Oh. I suppose it pays to charge up close. These guys really aren't great shots. Also, they're using a pretty small caliber bullet. We're talking like pellet guns up in here. Make sure we can't go in here first. I knew I would do that. Oh shoot, did I not save? No, I did. Yeah. Goodness. It's a very powerful gun smash.
You can't hide forever. You got me. Hey, come on now. I see him.
Oh shoot, there's 3 of them, it sounds like. Oh, there's one now. I don't know, I'm liking this gun.
I think I hear him. There he is. I see him. You never should have tried. You got me.
Okay. Oops. I'm gonna need a little more. A few more bullets.
I think I hear him. Where'd he go? Come on out, stranger.
One of them come out? Yeah. Surprised there's not much health lying around. Once again, the Lord doesn't provide, the programmer does. Of course, from the perspective of the game, well, I don't think that's all something we need to go into. I don't know which way to go. Try exploring down here. I don't know where let's go all the way down, but
You never
oh.
should have.
Like he's sneaking up behind me. Nope, he's sneaking up in front of me. Wait, no.
You never should have come here.
Oh. No, they dropped his the ammo. It was open. He would drop himself. Oh, there's the other one.
Come on out, stranger.
There, he took a tumble.
You're dead.
Can I just like nudge him? No? Okay, fine. Whatever. Nice juicy cliff right there to fall off of, and the enemy mere inches away. Hey, did they just respawn? Oh, I say, bad form.
You should have left town.
Could be worse. They could be following me. You're not as well hidden as you think you are. Just FYI. FYI, son. Rail fence will stop bullets. Sometimes. Won't stop eyesight so much. You learn these things. If you live long enough to learn them. Or if someone explains it to you. I really should be saving more, shouldn't I? Okay, now I'm just being dumb.
Stranger.
This would be a perfect time for dynamite.
I think I hear him. You got me.
I don't know, for some reason the melee attack is fun to use. Because it doesn't look as powerful as it actually is. Yeah, now they spawn. Okay. Back to this old standard. Oh, health. Looks like that is blocked off, but what about here? There was one on the roof. all the buildings end up being dead ends. And they expect you to keep following them before you try and explore going down a level. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Hello again. Sorry, just needed to get up and stretch for a minute. Now, where were we? Right about here. The only way to go is down. But, you know, using the ramp, not just jumping.
Where'd he go? There! I see him!
I mean, I'm not sure, but I think maybe the best strategy is to just ignore the ones up on the cliffside. The cliff top. Is there ammo landing? Anyway. That's right. Keep unloading it when you're not in view. Oh, yeah, I grabbed it. I'm desperately low on bullets, you know.
Come on out, where'd he go? You got me.
Oh, there, he's shooting at me from the window.
You never should have come here.
And it tells me he's not giving up his vantage point. I think there's one up there too. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, it could have caused trouble. I wonder if a bunch of men are going to come pouring out of these doors that are currently locked. Or just around the side of the house. That works too. I can't switch weapons when I'm reloading. Oh, now I can switch weapons. Oh no, there's the other one.
Never should have come here.
I wonder if this game has a deathmatch mode. Or like multiplayer. Which I basically never do. It'd be interesting if it did. Since it is somewhat unique. I should probably do that since I know they're coming.
You can't hide forever.
Oh, that's not good. Come on. Hey, abracadaggers. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? We're just gunning our way through the Old West. Getting shot. Dying, but pulling ourselves back up by our bootstraps. Little thing like death can't keep a real man down. Oh, dramatic? How so, abracadaggers? Hopefully it was good drama?
I think I hear it.
Yeah, I'd be happy to hear about whatever's been going on today if you want to talk about it. No hidden health here. Oh, good lord, here, let me allow it. Auto mod. There. Sorry about that. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry, abracadaggers. Wow, that's a whole lot. That's really awful. Sorry about that. So for some reason, AutoMod flags crazy for misogyny. I'll have to fix those settings. Yeah, that is a lot. And then the other one trying to break into cars on top of that. Oof. Sorry you had to deal with all of that, Daggers. Well, it sounds like the lady on drugs is hopefully not going to be a long-term issue. No. No, I mean, it's fine, I think. Yeah, sometimes I think crazy is a fair way to describe the way people act. I know breakups are can be really sad, and it's good of you to help your friend through it. This looks like either a boss fight or a trap. Yep. Better the one than the other. Oh. I mean, it's too bad about the relationships, but it's good that you're, a good relationship counselor. Which I've never had many relationships, but they can be confusing, difficult, it seems. I keep being surprised by how few secrets there are, hidden items in this game. And then maybe they figured that would make it too easy. I mean, it's hard to... it's easier to see things as they apply to other people than as they apply to yourself. I know that. I swear they're reusing the layout sometimes. Or even just the placement of whiskey bottles. Maybe it's all in my mind. Oh yeah, I was supposed to get a haircut today, but the person I had an appointment with called in sick and won't be back till the weekend. So this weekend I'll finally get the 4 months overdue haircut, I reckon. Hey, Liv Joan Arc, welcome in. How's it going? Oh, I'm just drinking, cranberry wine that I brewed myself. Yeah, that's right. You've got showing off the new emote. And thank you guys for helping me get to the 3rd emote slot for Tier 1. It's really awesome. And you guys should go check out my good friend from school, Liv Joan Arc, who is another streamer. Streams several different games, but most of you doing Zelda recently. How'd the rest of your stream go, Liv Joan Arc? Did you manage to tackle that shrine you were talking about? Did a goat scream at you as I was having nightmares? Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like the new emote, Daggers. Yeah, Breath of the Wild. That's a long game. But, yeah, it's really basic wine. Like, put, cranberry juice and, a 1/16 of a teaspoon of yeast and a cup of sugar in a bottle, and this one I just made without an airlock because the airlock seal caps I have were in use. I just left the cap on loosely so it wouldn't explode. Oh! Congrats on beating the shrine. And getting on top of the tower. That sounds like a sort of boss fight kind of area, the tower. I don't know, they say... I usually leave it like 3 weeks, because sometimes it bubbles a fair amount, you can see when it stops, but... Like, the more sugar you put in, the stronger alcohol content it'll have in the end, but the more time it takes to ferment, so... Usually... Like, if you didn't add any sugar, maybe 8 or 9 days. I think, 2 weeks or so is a good amount. Yeah. Climbing the towers. Especially if you get to knock your enemies off. I have this thing about knocking enemies off cliffs in video games. I blame Golden Axe too. It's a quick and easy way to dispose of them sometimes. And there's the river again, which we waded in earlier. This way now. Oh, is that usually the goal to activate a computer on the tower? I know very little about Breath of the Wild. I've watched a couple different streamers play it, but I'm kind of behind on Zelda games. I swear I'm going to finish the original someday. And then try Ocarina of Time. Wait, have I never actually beaten a Zelda game? Oh, I guess I haven't. That's what happens when you grow up with Sega. Ah, climbed it. I'm saving the computer for next time. I knew there'd be a boss fight.
So, it's you after all. You're a long way from home.
I needed a vacation.
I see you aren't wearing a badge anymore.
Oh.
That makes 2 of us.
Finally had enough of wearing it too then, huh? Yeah. Difference is they didn't take mine away.
This is the right-hand man of the evil tycoon.
Shoot any lawman.
I reckon you didn't come all this way out here to talk about your past, did you?
I reckon.
Then we should probably just get down to business then, shouldn't we?
I reckon so.
So we knew each other. The game doesn't have that much plot. Oh shoot, he's not alone. Oh, that's the same tower we went down. Oh no, he's moving. Keep respawning. I need to find a better cover. I would be in real trouble. If we just kill Marshall, which I think is his name, I think it'll be over. Or maybe we have to kill all of them too. I wouldn't presume to know. That was him, right? Our buddy? Yeah. I don't really know where I'm going, but only so many places you can wander. Suppose that's how it is in life. Only so many places a man can wander before he has to either settle down or lay down his life. But I know you've been playing Breath of the Wild for a while, Liv. How far in the game are you? Do you know? Like, I don't know if it tells you how many shrines and towers you have to get through. How many magic iPads you have to uncover. How many sand walrus you have to tame. I missed health? Oh, thanks. That's actually something I could use. Yeah, the health pickups are pretty small. Wait, is that? No. So I guess where? Maybe this is a mill we're in. It is right on the river. I'm not seeing it. Oh, I did. Oh, yeah, now I'm at 72. Thanks. Sometimes it automatically picks up. No, thanks. Oh, I did. So you've played through Breath of the Wild before, Daggers?
Where'd he go?
I'm glad she's being stopped, but I hope I get her the help she needs, since it sounds like she really does need help. That's also scary, someone trying to break into an apartment in a place where you live. Or I mean, where your friend lives. 3 rolls of bandages in this room. Or makeup compacts if you prefer. I think something big may be on the way. Oh, that's very unfortunate, huh? I think, did we just shoot the tycoon off his horse? Or someone? Oh! We just shot a bad guy off his horse and took the horse. Oh, wow! Hey, we're on horseback. Fun. Oh, good for you. It's a pretty long game. You just like have a couple bosses to go. Hey look, Ma, no hands. Oh. Oh, nice. He fell off. Oh. There's like a lot of little things to do. You know, as horseback battles go, this is pretty fun. Oh, it's him. Oh, I see. Sounds like one of those games that might be too big. Wait, can we run out of ammo? Shoot, I bet we can. Can we just shoot him now? Yeah. Here we shoot. Oh no, we've got like 150, so we're good. I think we're shooting the driver through the carriage. But if Miss Polly's in there, magic bullets. Now we're shooting someone. This might be another bug. That's what now. Right, because the tycoon's still inside. I don't. Just restart. I can hit him once per time. This horse is pretty chill. I like this horse. I think I'll keep it. Hard to duck when you're riding on a horse. Oh!
There he goes!
Yeah, it must have been a bug the first time. Like a few more each time. Maybe not quite as fast-paced as the car chase in Silent Scope, but hey, horses. Yes, it might be a sounder strategy to shoot the horses, but I'm not gonna do that. It sucks being a good guy sometimes.
There he goes! There he goes!
Oh, shoot. Fortunately, the drivers don't have shotguns. We might be almost at the end of the game here. Less time worrying about buying land, more time worrying about dying on it.
I was right, wasn't I?
Like
You
I
were
keep
sent out here
saying,
to deal with him, weren't you?
alls I came
And
out
do
here
some
for was
mining.
to settle
I
down.
know. You know, with my father and all the help gone, I had my
Well, thank
hands
you.
full trying to run his claim. You
I reckon I might
interested?
be.
Well, you just gonna stand there grin while you gonna give a lady a ride home.
Yay, we ended up with Miss Polly. She was pretty nice for the 2 minutes we talked to her earlier. 2 minutes is all it takes to know if a woman is wife material. It was more than 2 minutes. She brewed the tea before we started talking. Hell, probably knew that woman a half hour before I had to rescue her and marry her. Thank you, abracadaggers. We still don't know. Was I sent out here? Was I just caught up by chance? The game ain't going to explain it. Something tells me the sequel ain't going to explain it much better. 'Cause the sequel, it hasn't been made yet. Still, I think of Tex Murphy, namesake of the state I come from. And I wonder, couldn't a game get a sequel some 12, 15 years after it's made? Seems it could. Didn't read the credits, but they're in the VOD. Ah, hell, I got that backwards. I mean, Tex Murphy was named after Texas. Don't think it was the other way around, but haven't played any of the games. Mean to. All but the first one are FMV, I think. Maybe the first two. And I do like some FMV. Yep. Recall I played a FMV Western a while back, Last Bounty Hunter. That was pretty good too. Pretty strange sometimes. Quit. Yeah. There's nothing for me in this game any longer. Time to ride off into another game on another day. Well, it looks like we didn't have as much of the game left as I thought, but I guess I was right. We were close to halfway through. And that was Western Outlaw, Wanted Dead or Alive. Yeah, it felt very much like the basic plot of, you know, a 1930s B Western movie. I mean, even though the AI wasn't great, I liked that, you know, they had the period weapons, and some of the boss battles really were fun, like one throwing dynamite at the Gatling gun. I wish I'd gotten to use the Gatling gun, and it actually said on the back of the jewel case, I thought that you got to use Gatling guns, so maybe it was something that was cut. Kind of like, you know, Streets of Rage 3, the back of the box showed them riding motorcycles. Yeah. Yeah. That's true, and you know, it's kind of surprising that Western games aren't more common. I mean, there are the Laserdisc ones, because, you know, it was cheap and easy to make Westerns, and I suspect they thought, you know, there'd be less outcry if you're pulling physical guns and shooting at real people in a Western, you know, proud American tradition. And even amongst like the 2D games, there haven't been as many, and first-person shooters, I guess, partly because if they were trying to make it realistic to the time, it would be slower gameplay. I really do have to play Outlaws one of these days. I know some reviews of this game said it was kind of like an update of Outlaws, just not quite as good. Better graphics. Yeah. So I'm glad I played it. It's one of those games I wouldn't have played if I hadn't come across the CD-ROM for, like, I think it was $2. Here, I'll show it to you guys. Oh, Gun! Right! PS2 and I think PC as well. That was a big budget one. Of course, there's Red Dead Redemption 2, which I've heard a lot of people talk about. But yeah, it's interesting. It's just a jewel case that came in a cardboard, like, sleeve, basically, which I'd seen them do that more for, like, DVD cases or double-wide DVD cases to make them look like cardboard small boxes. But yeah, it's interestingly there's no insert on the back of the jewel case, but yeah, for just a jewel case, they put a surprising amount of effort into making the cover look nice. I mean, it's almost like what you'd expect from, the small box. A lot of them that had those sleeves you could fold open. And yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's got that embossed or like raised textures on the cardboard. Yeah, it really is. You almost never see that on like just jewel case covers. I mean, not that you've seen many jewel case covers like this. And I think, I didn't look, is this a manual or? Oh yeah, it's a physical manual, but a very small one. And yeah, kind of like they've gotten to the point where PC game makers are like, we don't need a manual, just throw a text file on the CD-ROM. That's all they need. I would have a tutorial maybe. A couple of advertisements maybe for other games from the same time. Actually, I think Desert Thunder is that low, like, budget tank game they re-released on Steam, which I remember playing and thinking, this isn't as good as the Combat remake. I wish they would re-release the Combat remake, but they didn't, so I played my CD-ROM version on stream. That'll teach them. Oh, because people were joking about it and how it was like an ASMR stream. Like, I don't know, the repetitive sound some people found it soothing and some people found it incredibly annoying. And also, apparently one of the famous e-girls had an ASMR stream where she licked her microphone, which I wouldn't think is sanitary, but I don't know, if you sanitize these things first. Hey, what do I know? So, right. So some people were saying that I should add it, and some people were saying they didn't want me to add it. So I figured, you know, I would add it, because I do need more channel points, rewards, they're regular ones anyway, but I would put it high enough that it's a deterrent, so it, you know, doesn't get redeemed too often. It's not like, you know, 5 times every stream I have to stop and slurp like a microscope, or like a microbe under a microscope. God, that puzzle. I don't regret skipping it. So, yeah, there's not much more I had planned for this stream. I mean, you know, we've been going a good couple hours. Oh, I'll probably find somebody to raid, but sometimes my webcam is flickering sometimes. I don't know why. It was a problem I had a long time ago and now it's back. I guess I should figure out what that's about. But yeah, yeah, it's almost October, and since you know I like horror games, I'll be playing some in October. This weekend will be Short Horror Saturday, and I'll try to probably find a more retro style horror game to play this Saturday. Yeah, that weird periodic flickering. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what it is. It's like it's always this catch up trying to figure out how to fix things and make things better for my stream. But at some point in October, I will definitely play, I think at some point this month I'll play Splatterhouse 3D, which is an excellent freeware first-person remake of Splatterhouse, and one of the best kind of reboot sequels I've seen. It's one of those ones like, oh yeah, if they did more games like this, I'd be happy. And really unknown. I think it was overshadowed by the Jennifer beat 'em up and the like actual licensed Splatterhouse reboot on next-gen systems. But yeah, Sweet Home. I do intend to play that at some point, Abracadaggers, since I know that's
one of the first, first predecessors of survival horror, and that it's patched and translated in English, so I will play that at some point. Oh, okay, I heard Neon Arcade was doing the Splatterhouse, but I'm surprised he's not doing Splatterhouse 3D, the freeware one. I mean, I guess it's not an official one, but yeah, I streamed Splatterhouse 2 as one of my test streams, and that's probably my favorite of the old games. But and I haven't played the reboot, but oh, but I wonder if he meant like no to the official 3D reboot and not to this freeware one. I'll have to ask him about that, or maybe I'll just do it and be like, Neon's doing all the official ones, but I'm doing the unofficial one, and maybe ANSI Splatterhouse too, or maybe not. And then on the week, I'll have a couple of Halloween-themed games for the end of the month, and one thing I'm planning to do is play, what's it called? Amnesia, which is supposed to be one of the scariest games ever made, and I do have a copy of, so I think that'll be fitting for October. But Sunday we'll start, or we'll finish the 7th Guest, and I mean we actually will finish it this time. We can't have more than 3 or 4 puzzles left, even if they're doozies. And we may start another game then. I don't know, I'll have to plan ahead and give you guys a better idea on Saturday. Oh wow, that's impressive. Yeah, I've heard it's one of the scariest games ever made. Yeah. And I love horror games, but not a lot of them instill that much fear in me. Maybe because I've played too many and watched too many horror movies and read too many horror novels, but so I am excited to try that. Yeah, those are the things that are definitely coming up, and you can follow me here on Twitch and also on Twitter and MySpace. I sometimes post stream announcements on Twitter, especially for Short Horror Saturday, since I never seem to decide those enough ahead of time. Yeah, let me look for somebody to send you guys over to. Being fairly late. And hey, we didn't get follow botted anymore. Oh. Oh yeah, if you're creeped out by fleeing things, I know Amnesia wouldn't. Because I know it's kind of following this similar pattern to Penumbra, which the same studio had done, and I played the Penumbra tech demo and kind of know what Penumbra is about, and Amnesia by extension. Oh wow, I'm actually ending before midnight. Oh, no. Close to midnight. Hey, it's something. Especially since I had work today unexpectedly, and then I have work a full day tomorrow. Yeah, which, like, being powerless in the face of a threat must really instill, like, help with the fear. Oh great, there are lots of people who've raided us and whom we can raid. Haven't raided Surfins in a while. Oh, Trasha Bag's doing her 3-year Twitch streamiversary. We should probably raid her. She's really nice. Hilarious sense of humor. Very much intended for mature audiences. Kind of shocking the level of obscene or dirty things she says casually, but hilarious. And she's really nice. She raided us when we were playing Terrace Takedown 2. And what's she playing now? I Am Fish. Well, that sounds wonderfully surreal. And I do like surreal things. Let's not talk about haunted cities too much. Oh, my pleasure, Abracadaggers, and thank you for coming by. Oh, speaking of surreal, That was one thing. I did look up that from Haunted Cities, which we did for last Short Horror Saturday. They had a really good radio drama in it, and it's actually called Chicken Heart, and it's an episode of I think it's Lights Out, but it was done by Arch Oboler, who is the guy behind Lights Out, which was one of the first nationwide horror radio drama series, and one of the first nationwide horror or radio drama series in general. I think it predated The Lone Ranger, like early 30s. Anyway, probably should listen to the full episode. But it's cool to see a game that's inspired by, I mean, the game must have been inspired somewhat by the radio drama, so. Yes, it did work. Well, you know, whether you guys like chat or lurk or just hang out, it means a lot to me that y'all come here, especially when I'm playing obscure games without much story, like this is decent Western FPS. And thank you again to everybody who helped me get to 25 sub points and unlock the new emote. Oh right, and if you're a sub and you're in the raid, you should say Purbly raid while on the raid. Oh yeah, the Shadows radio shows are that is one of the best series, and some legit scary. I could talk about radio shows all night, but yes, I'm Purblind Gamer. I stream Wednesday and Sunday evenings and Saturday late afternoons. We'll finish the 7th guest on Sunday, and there'll be a lot more spookiness coming up for October. So, thank you very much, and have a good night, and please say hi to Trash-a-Bag. And remember, if you're out in the West and you get shot, well, try not to get shot. Y'all come back now. You hear?